Hey everybody, how's it going? Allison's a Momo. So here we are. Just like I said, we're going to give you your free readings. And like I said, also by the end of this show, I'm going to be able to answer every single one of your psychic questions. And how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to be answering live a lot of psychic questions and connecting to your loved ones. And by the end of the show, I'm going to be doing a 3-card draw. So with each, when I say a 3-card draw, there's going to be 3 separate piles of angel cards or runes. And I want you to create a question for yourself. And then I want you, when you write it down, and then write down which pile do you want your question to be answered from. Do you want it to be answered from pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3? That will happen towards the end of the show. But, you know, for this next hour, Allison's going to be feeding me the questions. Everything happens randomly. It happens boom, boom. You know, it goes really quick, all the questions. And I'll be answering them as accurate as possible, as quickly as possible. And also, I was communicating with the angels right beforehand. Now, there's going to be some answers that I'm going to be giving to some of you. And you might not be able to understand everything that I say in the moment, but I was being reassured, just say what's ever on my mind, which I always do anyway, but just say it, even though it might be a little hard news or it might be a little challenging for me to say certain things. I don't even know what it's going to be until the show begins, until the moment happens. So I was rest assured, just, you know, say whatever's on my mind, and 2 and 2 will equal up later on. I just got right now a message. I'm not sure, this isn't a specific question from somebody who's coming in, but I'm getting it from the other side. And this person passed away from cancer who's pulling through right now. And I'm clearly getting the date of approximately February 24th. So February 24th has to do with somebody, whether it be your birthday or it's their birthday or the time of their death. But February 24th is very significant. And I'm getting, I passed away from cancer. I want you to know that I'm doing very well. And please don't worry about me. And I keep on getting lots of clapping also. Someone's always clapping. So it almost seems like, you know, whether you're hearing noises of clapping within your house or always playing with the little kids and clapping with them. But there's something about clapping and noises, and specifically I keep seeing 224, so that's why I'm getting so. And it's somebody who, like I said, passed away from cancer, but they're reassuring you, and you know who it is, who's listening right now, that this has to do for you, a specific message to let you know that I'm always around you. And I'm seeing a beautiful, beautiful big red heart as well. So if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with a female, if I'm not mistaken. Go out there and knock them dead. So you're getting their loving support also, because I just heard, go out, knock them dead, knock them dead. So hopefully you'll understand what I'm saying for that one specific person who I'm reaching out to right now. And I just have to trust. So I just wanted you to know also, January 24th, I'm going to be at Compass Massage. So for all of you who are in the South New Jersey region, January 24th, if you want to see me in person for a private reading, do so. And, you know, just give me a call at 732-778-7173. That's also the number to call me if you want a private reading. If you want to have an Artie party, I'm just as accurate over the phone as I am in person. And I just found out through a friend of mine, which I didn't even know, that I was that the Q show on Fox TV, Channel 29 out of Philadelphia, was airing the show that I was on, and I didn't even know I was on TV. And I said, "Oh my God, how cool is that?" And my friend says, "Artie, I just saw you on TV the other day." I go, "Get out of here!" So I thought he was just blowing smoke, or it had to be somebody else. But it turns out I got a lot of phone calls later on that day from people who were watching the Q show and calling up for a reading. So Also, I got these really, really cool money incents. If any of you are in the mood for some extra money, all right, if you feel like you could have a few extra bucks in your pocket, maybe hundreds or thousands of dollars in your pockets, check out these money incents because they're the bomb. And when I tell you, this has been dynamite for me. It's been bringing in a lot of money, and people who have purchased this have been sending me texts and emails telling me, how much money that they've accumulated since they got these money incense. It comes 10 in a pack. When you burn it, you're going to get a little prayer to say, and a prosperity prayer, and it is the bomb. It's really, really cool. And so, like I said, you get 10 in a pack, and so give me a call or an email at artiehoffman.com or artiehoffman@gmail and check it out. If you want to reach me, just reach me after the show. It's about an hour long. So, so that's with that. And Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. We wish.
Long enough to get there.
I know. 2018 is finally here. And 2018 is going to be a big year of transformation. It really is. So it's time to close the chapters of the yesteryears and of the yester months, I should say. Well, for some of you also maybe the yesteryears. But I really feel like 2018 is going to be like a super, super powerful year for a lot of people with transformations and letting go of what once was and opening up new doors and having the courage to step out of your comfort zone. And I strongly got that. What else? 2018. I was telling Allison, I said, some of the crazy things that have happened to me while we were away on vacation. We went to a wedding, and I had most of my suit, but I left my trousers back home, and I thought I had it with my suit, and I had to go out to the store. Right before the wedding, I had to go out to the store and buy another set of trousers, and thank God there was like a clothing store like right around the corner from the hotel we were staying. And I forgot, was that in New York? I forgot. Was it in New York? I think it might have been somewhere in New York State. I don't remember exactly where the wedding was. It was upstate New York. Also, going away to Rhode Island during the summertime, I had two cases. I had two things that I wanted to bring with me, two like luggages, and I brought one small like bag in for myself into the car, and I took Allison's case and I put hers into the car. And when I took off, and it wasn't until I was in Rhode Island I realized I left my suitcase back home.
But what happened to the suitcase?
The suitcase ended up being stolen.
Before we even left.
Before we even
left?
What, before we left?
You brought it downstairs.
I did.
Left it on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I know. I left it on the sidewalk. I've had it on the sidewalk right before, and it's like I went around to take care of Allison's stuff first. Like, that's the last time I take care of her first. That's the moral of the story. But that was crazy. But let's see, 2018, we had a great time in White Plains, New York. And For New Year's. We had a great, do you remember the name of the place? Molino's in New York, White Plains. We went with Allison's friends and stuff, and it was awesome. Had a really, really good time. The ambiance was unbelievable. It was beautiful.
The food was good. It was fun. The music was great.
Yeah, it was. It was phenomenal. The music, the DJ was out of this world, and the way they decorated and everything. So it was a lot of fun. And, not every year has to be like, it always seems like, oh God, a lot of people feel pressure. I have to do something special or whatnot. And, sometimes the best New Year's is just having a quiet evening at home. And, there's a lot of people, you don't have to go out and get drunk and do parties. And sometimes it is just about hanging out with a friend or hanging out with family or just, chilling. And that's perfectly fine too. Especially when it's freezing. I would never be a person who feels like I need the experience to go in the center of Times Square with all those crazy people in the cold weather to watch the ball drop. I mean, I guess it's nice to say like, yeah, that would be really cool to do that. But not for me. I'm sorry. That's just not my cup of tea to freeze my butt off. I'd say, if you're ever going to do something like that where you're in the middle of hundreds of thousands of people, like probably 1 million people, you better wear diapers because you're not going to be able to go to the bathroom at all. You're not going to be able to squeeze out and around to find an outhouse or a restaurant or anything like that. So any case, just want you to know, I'm going to start to do readings now. And just to let you know, the questions that come in, Allison takes them just as they come. It's not like, oh, it's that person or we're blocking out anybody or anything like that. So, just know that we just hit questions randomly and just keep your questions very specific. All right. Don't say, how's my 2018 going to be, or Artie read me, or, pick me, or what do you see for my life, or don't ask 5 questions. Ask one specific question.
One question.
Yeah, be lucky you got your one question answered, right? So, all right, go ahead, Al. Go ahead, Al. Al has left the building, everybody.
No, because I scrolled all the way back to the beginning, and it's all hi and Happy New Year, so there's no question.
Happy New Year, everybody. I love you guys. I do, and I appreciate you very much, and I can't say that enough. I really do. So.
Okay, Athena Wigren.
Athena Woodgren?
Wigren.
Wigren.
Hi, Artie. My name is Athena from Staten Island, New York. My mom passed away in 2010. Does she have any messages for me?
Okay. Who's the one who's delaying on getting married? I keep on hearing, when are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? I keep on hearing something about a marriage. Like, when are you going to get married? I don't know. I feel like the pressure's on somebody within the family. It's like, when are you going to get married? Or somebody's been engaged for a while or hasn't found the right person. But I keep hearing, when are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? And she knows that you have her ring, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I'm getting something very beautiful in regards to, it kind of looks like a bird cage. I'm seeing something very beautiful in like a bird cage, or there's flowers or plants or vines around a bird cage, or unless if it's actually a bird. But I keep on seeing a bird cage with a bird in it, and I'm also seeing a bird cage that's like kind of decorated up. But she said that the dog, if I'm not mistaken, the dog sees her, because I'm not sure if you're the one that has the dog or if it's one of your siblings, but she's telling me that the dog sees her, and I'm seeing barking or growling at the corner, and the dog is like laying down like on all fours and barking at nothing. But she wants you to know that that's her. So, and she just said pick up the pennies and the dimes. Hold on a second. And she just said, she says, that's a beautiful shawl you have. Is there something with a scarf or a shawl that you just got or something like that? Or there was something that you gave to her? But she's mentioning something about loving the beautiful shawl or the beautiful scarf. And what do we got?
Kimberly Nicole Souter.
Hold on 2 seconds. What was the winner again? I just remember the middle name being Green.
I have to go out.
Donna Green something?
Yeah.
Donna Green Patton. That's it. Congratulations, Donna Green Patton. You're the winner of sharing our Facebook Live show from last week. So I'm interrupting again, so I'm sorry. So if you want to have a chance I love to talk. Excuse me, because I love to talk. I'm not even from the South. But if you wish to possibly win a free half-hour reading from myself, and I give them out every week, just share our Facebook Live show with your friends and family, and you have to unblock your privacy thing, your privacy settings, so that you can get credit for sharing our Facebook Live show. And so if you just share it with the world, that would be really appreciated.
You get put into a drawing.
Yeah, you get put into a drawing to win possibly a free half-hour reading from Allison, and she's really good. I'm really good, but she's even better. So, because she knows everything. She just knows.
Right. Kimberly Nicole Souter.
Kimberly Nicole, what?
Souter.
Souter. I thought she said salary.
Sowder.
All right, Kim, this is for you, baby.
Hi, Artie. I have wanted to go to college for a long time, but can't seem to make it work financially. Will I ever get to go to college and graduate with a degree? Thank you.
Okay, right now I'm looking at the angel cards. So this is what I'm getting for you. You don't have to take the classes all at one shot. Take 1 or 2 classes at a time. It's going to take a lot longer. Do I feel like you'll be able to do it? The answer is yes. As a matter of fact, I know in my heart and soul that you'll be able to do it. Will you be able to do it all in one shot? That's going to be a little difficult, but it's going to be easier for you to get loans or grants as far as taking 1 or 2 courses at a time, plus while working. So it's going to take longer for you to accomplish your goal, but you could 100% do it. So just because you have certain obstacles in your way, or if you're looking for a loan, or if you're looking for a break, or you're looking for advice, and you have 1 or 2 or 5 people say no, 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 and closing the door on you, don't look at it as a sign that you shouldn't be doing this. I believe that if you want something bad enough, if you persist yourself, you are going to get it. Just because 1 or 2 people say no, it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm not worthy or I'm not going to get it. If you want something bad enough, you keep on going until you find a yes. If you want something bad enough, it's going to happen. But if you're going to be intimidated by some challenges, on your way to your goals, then you're never going to get what you want. It's as simple as that. So just because you've had a few setbacks, it doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. But you have to remember that God's will is your will. So if you want it bad enough, God will open up those doors. So if you get a couple of doors slammed on your face, you don't stop. You keep going until you figure it out. But do I see you accomplishing your goal with your, as far as getting the college education that you want? Yes. Will it happen in a conventional way? No. But is it doable? 100% yes. What do we got?
Tracy Vial.
Tracy Vial. I like that name. Vial.
With an F.
Of course, you should. It sounds like a perfume.
My child passed away tragically and suddenly a few weeks ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I wanted to know if she is at peace, if there are any messages coming through, or is anything she wants us to know.
Okay. When I'm in this like meditated state, I keep on seeing like arms open. And I'm seeing these arms open, and I see her with nothing but all these beautiful flowers in front of her. She wants you to know she does hear you talk to her like every moment of the day. She knows that you're constantly emotional. She knows that you're constantly talking to her. She wants you to know she's perfectly safe. And you're going to be noticing a cabinet or doors opening by itself. That there's no way that you know for a fact that it was closed or was open, but I just saw like a door opening all by itself, or you might see a doorknob turned, but there's something crazy or a little weird with the door to let you know that she's around you. And I keep on getting something significant about the 17th or the 18th of a month, if I'm not mistaken, but the number 17 or 18 seems to be very important with her or you, with the family. And I keep on hearing that song with a bicycle. There's a song with a bicycle. I rode my bike right past your window last night. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, it's an old-time song, I think, from the 60s. But I keep on seeing a bike with the little frillies coming out of the handlebars, pink and white. I'm not sure if this was a bike that you once got her, also with training wheels. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, was one of her teeth loose in the front? But she's smiling. She has this adorable smile, but I'm seeing something screwed up with one of her teeth, which makes her look even more cute. But this is what she's showing me. And who's the one who usually likes to wear the bandanas around the head? I keep on seeing something about a bandana around the head. Hold on a second. And also getting something of a significance that somebody was a baseball fan. I'm also getting somebody of a baseball fan. Like I'm seeing baseball paraphernalia around also. So are there like autograph baseballs, autograph bats she's showing me, or a collection of baseball cards? But there's something significant within the family that she's showing me, and something in connection with baseball. So, and like I said, if you don't understand everything I'm saying right now, you will understand it later. But I was just expressed by the spiritual world just to say whatever's on my mind, because this will all make sense later.
Pamela LaRusso Floyd.
Pamela LaRusso Floyd.
I wrote you earlier about my son Rob, passing 9/07/14. I believe he was murdered. The chips, I guess the cops. The chip said it was suicide due to the staging. He never would have left me like this.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to look at this to see if this was a suicide or was this... Hold on just a second. Was this a suicide or was this done to him? Was this done to him? No, I'm not getting that it was a suicide, and I feel like that if they did more of an investigation, because I feel like the investigation was cut super short or was totally botched. I feel like that they would find that there would be much more to it than just chalking it up as a suicide. But I don't feel like he killed himself. And I actually feel like there was some kind of a setup, to be honest with you. So if I'm not reaching you during the show, or if you want more clarification to any readings that I do, feel free to give me a call for a session. I'll explain to you what my rates are. And, I'll get more detail from it also. So my number is 732-778-7173, or check out Artie Hoffman at Gmail or artiehoffman.com. What do we got?
Chad is on. Say hello to Chad.
Hey, Chad, you the man, Chad. We love you, Chad.
We miss you.
That's right. Hugs and kisses to you and your lovely...
And
Naomi, that's right. We love you guys. We love everyone else, too, who's watching. Go ahead.
Elsa Omo Pepe.
Elsa Omo Pepe.
Hi, Artie. What's in store for me with my love life?
Elsa, hold on a second. What's in store for you with your love life? Wow. I'm seeing a match made in heaven for you.
Woohoo!
And it is definitely going to happen, I feel, by the month of June. And I feel like there's going to be a very strong connection with somebody who's a twin. And I feel very confident about that. And the angels are saying faith and harmony and support. And I keep on seeing two of the same. So the person who you're meeting is either a twin or they have twins. But and I keep on seeing the month of June. So, and I also feel like that this person lives closer to you than you realize. It's not going to be one of those long distance relationships. If you want to find out more details, check me out, Artie Hoffman at Gmail, baby. And we'll set up an appointment, but that's what I'm getting. So, yeah, but this year you're going to have a very strong love connection.
Irina Ospelt, Ospelt. Ospelt?
Hold on 2 seconds. Also, if you have the opportunity to go on a cruise this year, jump on it, because I just heard the love boat. So it's something connecting. It's something connecting with being around the water, or something with a cruise in regards to your love connection. So there you go, and you'll be one of my testimonials later. I'm telling you.
Irina, I don't know if it's Ospelt or Ospelt. Ospelt.
Irina Ospelt.
Ospelt.
Something about Irina. There was just something that I did with her, for her, sent for her. That name rings a very strong bell.
I don't know. Good evening. I have a question. Today I went to a funeral of a wonderful young man. Any messages from him for his mom?
I keep on... Who's the one who has? I keep on seeing somebody with tattoos on the arm. Keeps on. He's telling me. All right. He's telling me that he's with the person. Who's the one who had a lot of tattoos on their body? The one who crossed over. I'm getting somebody who is an uncle or somebody who is like an uncle. And I'm getting somebody. Hold on. There's a strong connection also with the month of January. And for some reason, I'm getting January 14th, if I'm not mistaken. But he's telling me that he was greeted by either a family member or a close friend of the family, but greeted by somebody who had a lot of tattoos. And I'm also getting a significant name by the name of Robert or Bob, connected with your son. Hold on a sec.
It's not her son. She's asking about somebody else's son that just passed away.
Oh, okay. So somebody else's son who passed away. But anyway, this is the connections that I'm getting. Hold on a second. And who's the one into horses? Somebody liked horses too, because I keep on seeing something in regards to like a horseshoe of some sort. So hopefully that will make sense. Also, pay attention to the pennies and dimes because they're going to be left all over the place. Just to let you know that he's around you. And it's funny because I keep on seeing him like pulling up his pants. So I don't know if he used to always wear baggy pants or his pants was always falling down, or is he talking about somebody within the family? So.
Vanessa Rose.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hello. My parents both passed away. I never found out why, and it's been something that has weighed on me since it happened. It was so sudden. I would appreciate any words you had.
Parents who have passed away. Don't know why. Hold on a second. For some reason, I keep on getting... I know you want to know why. I keep on getting... There's a strong connection within your family, also connected with March. I'm also getting that there's like a lot of financial issues going on around with the family or with them, or more financial issues that you realize. This is going to take time for me to really indulge in your parents' circumstances, because this is, as you know, a Facebook Live show. They want you to know that they are around you. If you want extreme details, and I don't mean to sound businesslike, and I apologize for anybody who might take it that way, but it's not. But for me to get really deep involved in a serious matter, well, it's all serious when anyone loses a loved one. But I keep on getting that. Was one of them like also big into wearing hats? Because I'm also getting somebody had like always wearing a hat or had an incredible hat collection. I do feel like that they're both together. Hold on a second. But if you want to know more details, if you wanted to set up a session, again, you could email me, artiehoffman@gmail.com, and we'll set up a time, a session. I'm trying to see that if I could try to connect more to your parents. It would help more if I had the names of them. Hold on a second. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm being honest with you. Unfortunately, I'm not getting the extreme reason why. So again, but when I see pictures, when I do private sessions with people, when you show me a picture of whoever it is that passed away, when I look into their eyes, they communicate to me in my thoughts, and I'm able to come up with a lot of details. All right, good. Gerald and Rose. All right, Gerald and Rose. Let me see. Gerald and Rose. All right, did somebody just get married? I'm also getting something about there was something about marriage, or were you just invited to a wedding, or they were just invited to a wedding? I also get that somebody very close to you is also going to get married because somebody is pregnant. I'm also getting a marriage that's happening because somebody got pregnant. Because whenever I hear the Macarena song, it tells me that there's a marriage that just happened or a marriage that's just about to come up. But why did they? I'm still not getting the exact reason why they passed. So, and I'm sorry for that, but I just want to feel comfortable giving you more accurate information, but that would have to be on a private session. But hold on a second. And one of them also liked to whistle a lot. One of them was a whistler. And one of them also liked to pinch. They were like big pinchers, like pinching your cheeks or pinching these cheeks or the other cheeks. But I'm also getting one of them used to tease a lot by always pinching. What do we got?
Jean Riley.
Jean Riley. Hey, Jean Riley.
There's a lot of
what?
Losses this week.
Hold on 2 seconds before I forget. I just got reminded about something. If anybody happens to go online during my show, if anybody claims to be a part of me or part of my show, it's not true. I don't want anyone to think that they're connected to me as another psychic or Artie told me to tell you this or anything like that. So I just want you to know that it's just myself. And if there is anybody connected with me, because I do have a lot of psychic friends who I am very proud of, but I will personally let you know that. I would let you know that I have a friend who's online with me or who's going to be a part of me. I will personally let you know. But if anybody says Artie told me to tell you this or I work along with Artie, don't believe anybody because I'm usually a one-man show. But once in a while I do bring people on. So go ahead.
All right, Jean Riley.
Jean Riley.
Hi, Artie. Lost my 23-year-old daughter in a tragic car accident 1 year ago. Not a lot of answers. Any messages you can relay? Happy New Year.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, she had a very, very vivacious personality. If I'm not mistaken, a very funny person. Believe it or not, I kept seeing, as soon as Allison was reading me that question, I keep on seeing Gene Rayburn from Hollywood Squares. And of course, with Hollywood Squares, there was a lot of a lot of funny lines, a lot of funny comedians on that show. So I'm not sure if you or her were big into watching the game shows, or she had the very funny, vivacious personality who made everyone laugh. I'm also getting, as far as there was a car accident, right? You said, Al?
Yeah.
Something with a car accident, because I'm also getting I dozed off. I'm getting something about dozing off in a split second. I fell asleep, and I feel like that's how the car accident happened. And unfortunately, and my heart goes out to you. But I'm also getting something about someone loves the yellow flowers, and I'm also getting that there was a plant or a tree that was on her behalf that somebody planted for her, and she's giving acknowledgement to that. And she said, please don't worry about me, and she doesn't want you to feel guilty about anything. She said, don't think that there was anything you could have done or you should have done or why this or why that, but she wants you to know that she's in very good hands and that she loves you very much. Mwah. And she just told me to blow you a kiss. You are going to be smelling a scent, all right, that makes no sense whatsoever, whether it be a scent of flowers or a scent of perfume that she always wore. And that will also be her affirmation to you to let you know she's around.
I never heard this name before, so I hope I don't destroy it. Whitney?
Whitney?
Wittanie. Whitney?
All right, Whitney. Whitney.
McEwen. Hi, Artie. My sister passed away in 2004 unexpectedly at 14. We never got to say goodbye. Does she have any messages for me?
Are you the one that's always on the computer, or for some reason I just kept seeing somebody was like a super fast typist, or they were super quick with the phone messages and stuff like that? Because as soon as you start mentioning her, I'm going either that, or was she or who's the piano player? Because I'm getting really quick fingers at I'm not sure if she's doing the phone or doing the piano, but this is what I'm getting. And she just wished somebody a happy birthday. Somebody's birthday is right about now. And I'm always with her. And I'm getting, this is really cool, because I'm getting that if you were to take some of her clothes and make little clothes out of her clothes and like put it around a teddy bear or something, that's a very good reference to let you know that she's always going to be around you. As a matter of fact, you know what? Something that's a good idea. So for anybody who has ever lost someone very dear to you, if you have an article of clothing of them, whether it be a shirt or pants or something, and if you were to actually make something into like, say, a stuffed teddy bear or something, you know, create their clothes, or even if you were to take a teddy bear or a cute little pillow and spray their cologne or spray their perfume on it, and then every single time you put it up to them, it's always to let you know that they're around you. So you could keep it in your car, keep it at home, keep it at work. So when you feel like you need to feel them, that would be a great idea. It just came to me, and I bet you, you know, that was your sister who's given me this information. But she's also showing me, did somebody just send up balloons or lanterns on her behalf? Because I'm seeing that also in regards to her. So, and she's also saying there's something with one of the cars where the tailpipe, something about the back of the car with the tailpipe, or I don't know if it's the gas tank or the tailpipe, something's going to need to be fixed with one of your cars in regards to that. So, but she wants you to know she's always around you and she is doing very well. She's in no pain whatsoever, and that's a promise.
Rosina Hodges.
Rosina Hodges. Hey, Rosina.
My brother and I recently reunited. Will we have a good family relationship, please?
Okay, Rosina. Let me take a look and see what the angels have to say with that. Compassion, wisdom, authenticity, discernment, release. Actually, I'm getting yes. I'm also getting that the two of you, there are many things. The love is strongly there, but I'm also getting that the personalities are going to be clashing at times, but I feel like the relationship will always be. Just don't be so hard on one another as far as judging one another in regards to your, personalities, or, what works for you might not work for him, or vice versa. Do I feel like the two of you overall will accommodate each other? Yeah. Do I feel like you're going to be the one that has to do maybe a little more compromising to make sure that things are, rolling along? Yes, but the angels are clearly telling me that your relationship, you're able to overcome all these obstacles. But I feel like it's going to be good. But just try not to be. Not every day is going to be peachy and king. Just try not to take, some of his actions personally, or vice versa. Keep the lines of communication open.
Ben Williams.
Ben Williams. Hey, Ben.
Hi, Artie. My dad's name was Pat. He passed away in August, and I miss him. Just want to know if he has any messages for me. Okay.
I'm wondering if he was the fisherman, or if you like to go, if he used to take you fishing. I keep on seeing something with a fishing pole in regards to that. Also, who is also good at playing all the word games? Who's the one? There was somebody, I don't know if it's your dad, who's with your dad, who's very good at crossword puzzles, or like to play Scrabble. Someone was very good with the word games, is what I'm getting. I just saw like, ooh, you're the man. That's what I'm getting, like hitting the heart and like going like this. Hold on a second. Okay, there's something, did somebody used to call somebody a stinker, or is there something with the skunk? I'm seeing something with a skunk. So you might be dealing with the scent of a skunk, or be careful. But I keep on seeing, or unless if that's a reference of calling each other a stinker. Also, I'm just heard, hey, my buddy, tell my buddy I'm okay. I just hear my buddy or my pal. That's what I'm getting. And for some reason, I keep on seeing the number 14. That's very significant with you or him, or somebody within the family. Now, 14 could also represent around January 4th or April 1st, but there's something connected strongly with the number 14, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I'm getting
They played cribbage? I don't know what that is.
What's cribbage? We don't know what cribbage is. So was that a word game? I don't know.
My mother does them every day. Whatever else you were saying.
So it sounds like a word game or whatnot. But he just told me to tell you he watches over you and that he's very, very proud of you. He goes, "You're the man." That's what he keeps saying. He says, "You tell my boy he's the man." So, but he's doing very well, and I promise you. And he goes, "Let's have a big party for July 4th this year." And that's my birthday. That's a great time to have a good party. What do we got?
Alexandria Kaiser.
Alexandria Kaiser. How you doing, Alexandria?
Hi, Artie. Recently, my little sister tragically passed away unexpectedly.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I wanted to know if she is at peace.
She's 100% at peace. I 100% guarantee you that. I'm also getting that. Are you the one that there's somebody just did a tattoo or is about to do a tattoo? And I'm also getting a signature, something that says "always and forever," or "for always in my heart," or something like that. But I'm getting some type of a scripture like that. So there's a connection with that scripture, and also something with a tattoo. And I'm also getting, I don't know why I keep on seeing something with baby hands or baby feet that she's showing me, like little markings of baby hands or baby feet. So I don't know if you have some type of a tracing of her feet or her hands that you still have, or that your mother has of hers. And also I'm getting something that there's a close connection with a necklace. There's something connection, like one of you like to wear a necklace in connection with her. And she goes, "Oh God, that's disgusting." Did somebody just get, or thinking about like getting a piercing on the tongue or something? She goes, "Oh, gross." But is she fine? She's telling me, yeah, she's doing perfectly fine.
Mary Ferran Britannic, she just wants to know, will you be doing readings at Ocean County College anytime soon?
No, unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any more readings at Ocean County College. So if you want to see me, I know people, I have to look for a place in the Toms River area to do readings again. Circumstances behind the scenes happen at the college. Nothing having to do with me personally. It's just that I'm not doing it at the college anymore. But you know what? That's a really good idea. I have to go searching in the Toms River area. So if any of you are in the Toms River area and you have your own store and you want me to come around like once a month and do readings in the area, I'm telling you I can bring in the business, because I've been every time I did readings at Toms River, I won't say every time, I'll say 90% of the times I was always sold out. So I do bring a lot of people in. So if any of you have businesses and you don't mind having a little psychic night, give me a shout out and we could work something out. So
Charlie Osira.
Charlie Osira.
I lost my great-grandfather's ring. It was in a safe spot in my house. Was it stolen or misplaced in the house? And is it there now?
Okay, hold on just a second. His name was Charlie, right? Mm-hmm. And it was having to do with a ring. Hold on a second. Wow. That sucks. Unfortunately, I'm getting that it was stolen. And I feel like it was taken by somebody who you know. And I feel like it was taken during broad daylight. Because and your grandfather showed me that you keep on looking at the same place over and over and over and over and over again, because you have a hard time accepting the fact that it's not there, obviously, so, and my heart goes out to you when you have an heirloom that's so important to you, and you're trying to think, because you were very methodical, and I know that you always kept things, you're very precise about your things and stuff, And no, you're not going crazy. You did not misplace it. I honestly believe that it was stolen, and I believe it was from somebody who you know. I don't know if this was a personal friend or somebody who maybe cleaned the house, but unfortunately, I'm getting that it was stolen. I'm sorry.
Debbie Green Watson.
Debbie Green Watson.
I just lost my nephew today.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Is he at peace?
I literally just heard your nephew say, "Tell her I love her with all my heart and soul." And I'm getting yes. And he's explaining, it was a nephew who passed?
Yes.
It was a nephew who passed. I'm seeing lots of multiple colors around him. And was he a good dancer? Did he always like to dance or something? Because I keep on seeing something like John Travolta or Patrick Swayze, like, the dancers back in the day. So I don't know if he's talking about you or talking about himself, but definitely getting something with lots of dancing. Stay alive, stay alive. And also, again, I don't know if he's talking about you, talking about himself, but always very particular about the hair, how the hair had to look. The hair always had to look really good. Is he at peace right now? Yes, at peace. And another thing that I could guarantee, which is really exciting, is that when you take a selfie picture, and I feel like it is going to happen in the near future, I would say by the summertime, the latest. It could happen within the next couple of weeks. But you're going to be taking a selfie picture, and you're going to be seeing a faint picture, a faint face, a picture of a face, and that's going to be him. And that will be him to let you know that he's around you. But is he in a very good place, and is he okay? He said yes. He goes, and finally he goes, no more pain. He goes, I am totally out of pain. And that's what he's very happy about. And I want to thank everybody for all your good hearts and your good well wishes. And no, don't worry, this isn't the end of the show. But I see all your support and love and stuff. So thank you so much. And I also want to thank everybody for all your positive feedback that I get every week for doing this show. And it means a lot to me that Alice and I, we could reach so many people. And, if it wasn't for this wonderful person next to my side, I wouldn't be here right now doing these readings for you. So it does take a few people to make everything happen behind someone's success. I also wanted to remind everybody that by the end of this show, I'll be doing a 3-card draw. So I want you to hang out to the end of the show. It's going to be about 15 more minutes or so. I'm going to be doing a 3-card draw. So I'm going to answer every single one of your psychic questions. So I'm going to be drawing 3 cards, all right, 3 sets of angel cards. And I want you to write down your question, and I want you to pick, do you want, you're going to say, do I want my question to be answered by pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3? And I'm going to explain to you what each pile means. So if you just hang out for a few more minutes, then, again, I'm going to answer every single one of your psychic questions for those of you who I don't reach personally. So go ahead.
Sorry. Kelly Williams. She would like to know, do you go to Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I go to Pennsylvania. I travel everywhere. Hell, I'll go to Europe. If you're buying it, we're flying. So we're not particular. So, yeah, I travel to Pennsylvania, but to do Artie parties, and it's an 8-person minimum. Certain places it's an 8-person minimum. Other places it's a 10-person minimum. But, I'll discuss all that with you. But if you give me a call at 732-778-7173, I'll explain to you, and call me after the show, or you can email me at artiehoffman@gmail. Check me out at artiehoffman.com.
Well, I think it's her Bristol. Is there a Bristol, Pennsylvania?
Bristol, Pennsylvania, absolutely. Yeah, that's not far at all from me. That's like within an hour shot. Our friend Paul Monty, the photographer, the fellow who takes my pictures for my headshots and for my business cards, he lives in Bristol, Pennsylvania. So. Yep, I know exactly where you are, and I've been doing a lot of Artie parties. I'm like I'm pretty booked up.
And you're blessed.
Yes, very blessed.
Okay, Delbert Hook.
Delbert.
Delbert Hook.
I give you an A+ for originality on that name. So go ahead.
Hi, my dad's name is Larry, and he passed away on 12/21/17. Can you tell me if he blames me for his death because I gave him the morphine to put him out?
Contraire. First of all, this is a beautiful blessing for me, only because 12/21 is my mother's birthday, and you're going to start to notice, just like I do, you're going to start to notice as you look at the digital clocks, you're going to start to notice 12/21 appear, and you're going to start to notice 12/21, and also his birthday is going to appear on license plates or on digital clocks, and that's going to be his hello to you. And no, as a matter of fact, he thanks you for putting him out of the painful misery. So he's not angry with you at all, and he's actually thanking you. And he has tears in his eyes because he feels bad that you even think like that, but he's actually thanking you for everything that you've done. And he said, I know it took a lot of courage for you to do that, but he says, in retrospect, I'm actually thanking you for doing what you did. Even though, things turned out the way they did, he said, it's all okay, I promise you. And for some reason, I keep on getting something with popping of balloons. I don't know why. Did you just hear a sudden burst or something? Like, was there a loud sound that scared the hell out of you? But I just heard a pop, pop, pop. Something like that. So.
Risa Schwartz.
Risa Schwartz. How you doing, Risa Schwartz?
My son passed away last May. Any messages from him?
Alrighty. For some reason, I'm seeing two things. First of all, I'm getting something with new flooring. Did you just get new flooring or something? He's showing me something with new flooring. And was somebody like an ice skater? I keep on a skier or an ice skater, because I'm seeing like gliding across the snow or across the ice. And this is exactly what I'm seeing. But I keep on seeing gliding and gliding and gliding. What else am I getting? Can I have that name again, please? Do you have that name again or no? No. No, okay. Hold on. Let me see if I could still hold on to his energy. Oh, and somebody likes... Lisa Schwartz. Lisa Schwartz.
No, R-I-S-S-A.
Oh, Risa.
Risa
Schwartz. That's a Chinese version of Lisa. Risa. Okay. Risa Schwartz.
That is terrible.
No, it's not. So I'm getting like, did somebody like to joke around like they're smoking cigarettes, or are you the big cigarette smoker, or did he like to put pretzels in his mouth? Was somebody always pretending to act like that they're smoking or smoking stogies? But I'm seeing this more playfully than I am like really being serious about it. But I'm going, yeah, Shay, like somebody liked to do, or somebody was also big at mimicking other people. Is that him or is that you? But I'm getting like to joke around and mimic other people in a very comical way. But I promise you he's doing very well on the other side. I got news for you. Everybody on the other side, they're all doing better than us. They really are. You know what? You know what the scary part is? It's not that it's morbid when we go over to the other side. It's the direct opposite. The reason why it seems very morbid is because we're afraid of the unknown. And it's the unknown that's so scary, It's like putting a kid in the dark. It's like putting a kid in, going to bed and it's dark out. That's why you got to keep the light on, because the boogeyman is going to come out and all the monsters are going to come out of the closets and underneath the bed and eat them all up and stuff. But they're doing fantastic. Worrying about them on the other side is like worrying about someone else who's in Hawaii, sitting on the beach, sucking on iced teas, lying out in the sun. And you're worried if they're okay. They're doing better than okay. They're doing super fantastic. If we actually consciously knew how good it was on the other side, we'd all be like checking out much sooner. But I'm not condemning, I'm not condoling suicide. That's definitely a major no-no. Because then you're just going to have to repeat life all over again. It has to happen due to natural causes, if you know what I mean, Mom. What do we got?
Okay, I hope I don't kill his name.
I'm sure you will.
I know. It's the Italian names I can't say. Give me the Polish one.
Yeah, give her those one syllable names. Those are really easy.
Anthony Casisia.
Anthony Casisia. That was beautiful.
I don't know if it sounds like that.
All
Hi,
right.
Artie. My name is Anthony from Staten Island. Is my father at peace, and does he have a message for me?
Oh, Anthony. Oh, Anthony. Let's see. What am I getting with Anthony? I'm getting it was all about the food. If I'm not mistaken, food is a major part of your family trait, if I'm not mistaken. All of a sudden, I just started seeing lots of barbecues and stuff. Also, I'm getting, if I'm not mistaken, there's a couple of windows that need to be resealed up. I'm getting like some kind of a draft coming from the windows, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on a second. Was he once a large guy? For some reason, I keep on seeing a larger fella. If not, then he met somebody who is a very large fella who is over on the other side. Hold on a second. Also, I'm getting, did you like create a shrine on his behalf? Because I'm seeing like a little shrine created on his behalf, like, a bunch of pictures of him. I'm getting like, or is there like candle burnings? I'm also getting, do you have like something of his like that's like a watch, or there's something like a bracelet or a pocket watch or a bracelet that you have of his? What else am I getting? Hold on a second. And he liked, for some reason, I keep on, is it you or him that was like into the sci-fi type of TV shows? And actually what I'm getting, I keep on seeing Mork and Mindy because I keep on seeing Nanu, Mork and Mindy, but Mork and Mindy could also represent sci-fi in a different way to me. Hold on a second. He said this jokingly. He goes, forget about the $20 you owe me. So, see that? Even on the other side, they have a sense of humor. But I'm also getting that he was, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one that was a pretty generous fella, because I'm also getting that, he was always, taking care of other people or handing out money. That's what I'm getting. So, and if I'm not mistaken also, is it him or you that's a big Yankee fan? Because I just started seeing the baseball diamond in the Yankee field too just now.
Okay, we're going to do a last question, then you'll do the cards.
Okay. So, all right, so stick around, everybody, because we're going to answer another question. We have one last question, then we're going to answer all your psychic questions. And I'm going to do a 3-card angel draw. And I want you to write down your psychic questions right now, what question you want answered. And I want you to pick pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. I want you to write down 1, 2, or 3. Because when I flip over the cards, which I'm going to do now, as a matter of fact, when I flip over the cards from each pile, I'm going to explain to you what each pile means. And then that pile is going to answer your question specifically. What do we got?
Robert Smith.
Robert Smith.
Hey, Artie, is there a message from my mother-in-law to my wife, Candace Smith? She is having a rough time with her death.
All righty. If I'm not mistaken, their personalities were very similar. And I see her taking the torch and like she's handing it over to your wife. And she says, you're the one who's the matriarch now that's got to keep the family together. She says, you're the one that has to balance things out, even though you might not want to do it, but it's all left up to you. And that's what I'm getting. Let her know that I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud. And she said, the two of you, she goes, I know the two of you are going to stay together. She goes, I know the two of you are going to stay together. And the two of you, she goes, I know will support one another. She goes, you have that special bond that not a lot of couples have. And she goes, I love you both. and you're always in my heart, and just know that I'm always around you. And she said, pay attention to the red cardinals, because that's definitely one of my hellos to you. And she goes, mwah, I love you with all my heart and soul. Did you just go, and ask her, did she just go clothes shopping? She goes, did she just get a new dress or something, or a new top? She said, oh, wow. She just said, I love that. She goes, I love that outfit. But I'm just getting something like an appreciation of some kind of lady. Was it something in red, if I'm not mistaken? Was there something in red that she just got? So, but in any case, those are my answers to you guys. So stick around, because right now we're going to be doing a 3-card draw. And I'm going to answer every single one of your psychic questions. So write down your questions on what you want to know about your life or about the outcomes. And we're going to explain that to you right now. Oh, and don't forget, I also have these money incense, which is the bomb. It's been drawing a lot of prosperity for myself and for a lot of people. And it smells awesome, and they come 10 in a pack. So if you want to know how much these money prosperity incense are, I don't think you're going to be disappointed, because it's been the bomb for me and for other people. I've been getting testimonials on that. So, and I'll explain to you how much. All right. So again, just check me out at Artie Hoffman at Gmail or artiehoffman.com. All right. So I'm going to draw the 3-card draw, and then Allison is going to hold the camera. And here you go, Allison. It's shocking, I know. So, alrighty. So this is pile 1. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. And I want you to pick, which pile do you want your questions to be answered from? All right.
Can you point to pile 1, 2, and 3 again? Because now I have a good angle on.
All right. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. That's okay. That's all right. We got it covered. We got it covered. So yes, I do travel all over the states for parties. We also do private events. And I do speakings and all that other good stuff, and shows and benefits and fundraisers. So, all right. So if you pick pile number 1, let's see, represents partnership, represents joy, represents birth. Wow. So if you pick pile number 1, I see a lot of new beginnings happening here, and everything is a positive. It is super, super positive. So trust your gut instincts of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish or hoping to accomplish. This is like the ultimate best pile I've ever seen in all the times that I've been doing this. You're not going to get better than answer number 1. So if you pick pile number 1, you were sitting really pretty, because whatever it is you want to happen, it's going to happen. And as far as with love partnerships or business partnerships, but now is the time to really push, because things are definitely strongly in your favor of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Now, pile number 2 is the direct opposite. Sorry to say. Pile number 2, though, let's see. Pile number 2 represents going through some really hard changes, and I'm getting that you've been having a really hard time making a decision as far as should you go, should you stay. And I'm getting, for those of you who keep on fighting the fact of trying to stay in the situation, it's kind of going against you. And I feel like the universe is kind of taking over because you haven't been able to do it yourself. Do I feel like things are going to work out in the end, as far as once you finally make the decision to make the changes that you know that are necessary? The answer is yes, because it has the angel of discernment here, which represents to overcome problems, because you have the angel of peace right after that. So, being that you're kind of lazy about making these necessary changes, the universe is going to do it for you, and it's going to be more painful, but it's going to push you in the right direction. And it's like I'm seeing Niagara Falls. So as you're going over the falls, it's very powerful, but at the bottom of the falls, it's very calm. So pile number 3. Wow. So pile number 3 represents going through the gateway. And I'm getting that if you pick pile number 3, whatever choice you're trying to make happen, it's the right move. But I keep on getting that it might cost you more money, it might cost you more time, it might cost you more energy than what you originally thought it should or thought possible. But I feel, and you're showing a lot of doubts in making your decision making, but I feel like your overall decision making as far as taking chances and going through these transformations, it's the right move, but it is going to cost you more money or more time than you anticipated, but you are meant to go in this direction. Now you have the angel of grace and the angel of purification, which represents that there might be people trying to talk you out of doing something that you know is right in your heart, but you still got to do it. But the end result is you're going to be right and they're going to be wrong. So this is about pleasing your own expectations and not the expectations of others. But you are going to get blocked a little bit by other people trying to keep you from moving in the right direction. But you got to follow your heart in this one. But everything is going to work itself out. But it is going to be, there are going to be heartaches though. There's no getting around it, but it is the right move. So everybody, I just want to thank you so much for joining in our live show. And it's always a pleasure to do this.
Sorry, next week.
Oh yeah, next week. That's right. Next week it's going to be Sunday at night.
There's no more holidays.
That's right. We have a break of holidays now. So Sunday at 9 p.m. next week, just share our Facebook Live show with your friends and family, and
Phone number.
yes, with your friends and family, and you'll get entered into a drawing to win possibly a free half-hour reading. And so we had Donna Green Patton, who was the winner of last week's Facebook Live show. And I just want to, right now, I call upon all my loving guardian angels to bless all of you who are watching right now with lots of love, health, happiness, and prosperity for you and your family. And just know that God and the angels are always with you. Don't ever be afraid to ask for anything. You deserve help. You are number one. And just know that your will is God's will. So if you want it bad enough, just keep on going after what you want, and keep your prayers positive, because just understand that fear is the opposite of love, and love is God, and God is on your side. So, and just know that your loved ones in heaven are doing very well, and they are doing better than all of us right now. So, Happy New Year, everybody, from Allison and myself to all of you and your family and friends. May God bless all of you. And until next week, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, God bless you, and have a beautiful, beautiful week. Take care, everybody.